new study by European scientists is raising questions about the origins of the deadly coronavirus.
Outbreak causes concern for many of us. Overseas, the situation there is already very serious.
Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the world's economy was shut down almost overnight. The pandemic has confronted the hospitality and tourism industry with an unprecedented challenge. Strategies to flatten the COVID-19 curve, such as community lockdown, social distancing, stay-at-home orders, travel and mobility restrictions, have resulted in temporary closure of many hospitality and tourism businesses, and significantly decreased the demand for businesses that were allowed to continue to operate. Almost all restaurants were asked to limit their operation to only takeouts. Restriction placed on travel and stay-at-home orders issued by the authorities led to sharp decline in hotel occupancies and revenues. However, the reopening process has slowly begun and authorities have started to ease restrictions. For example, allowed dine-in restaurants to reopen at a reduced capacity with strict social distancing guidelines, and gradually reduced restriction on domestic and international travel.
We had a sudden outing together with my family and friends on the middle of the pandemic. We decided to choose and search beautiful resorts here in Mabini, Batangas. Suddenly, during our way, I saw many public and private resorts that is temporarily closed. So first is the Anilao Awari Bay. These resorts offer a wide array of activities that include swimming, diving, island hopping, and other water activities. And also, they have accommodations where they can offer different rooms, such as deluxe room, where they can experience a traditional Ifugao vibe in their modern Ifugao house. Next is the Tanlac Beach Resort. The staffs here are friendly and accommodating. The food is delicious and has a good serving. There are only few rooms. The room is simple with basic amenities. So, the Monte Carlo Resort is one of the most visited diving beach resort here in Mabini. It is the perfect place to witness the beautiful Philippine reefs and explore the marine biodiversity of the place. Next is the Saltitude Dive Beach Resort. It has restaurant, bar, garden, and private beach. It offers continental or buffet breakfast. It is popular for snorkeling and car rental is available at the accommodation. Due to the coronavirus outbreak, under the hospitality industry, thousands of stores and other businesses such as restaurants, luxury hotels, bars, and resorts are closing their doors to the customers. So those are the resorts that I have said to you before that had been temporarily closed due to the coronavirus. There were many excited vacationers and corporate conference goers are receiving calls to postpone or to cancel their plans entirely. So the resorts have no choice but to close their business. If the business continues to open, the resorts will limit their people, and the safety of employees and the guests will be maintained. So all you can do to protect your employees and your guests to prevent the spread of flu viruses, they should wash their hands, use alcohol, wear face masks, and maintain social distancing. That's all. Thank you.
Don't know where we're gonna fly like you did sometimes. Seeing eyes of mine.
Hi everyone, I am Myrtle Almaraz. As you can see on the video a while ago, before many people do come and go in this resort. But when the pandemic goes on, it lessened the tourists that goes in this resort, and also we had the so-called new normal. New normal means they are obliged to wear face mask, face shield, and they need to sanitize their hands for safety purposes.
Seeing eyes of mine, you see, they run.
Mabuhay! I am Anjin Boy from BSI TTM1A.
Anilao Photo Academy is one of the most affected resorts here in Mabini, Batangas. Anilao Photo Academy offers a diving lesson and underwater photography and other underwater activities.
Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Anilao Photo Academy is temporarily closed for now. Anilao Tanlac Beach Resort is one of the most beautiful resorts here in Mabini, Batangas. They also offer diving lessons and other water activities. Due to COVID-19 pandemic, Anilao Tanlac Beach Resort is not accepting guests right now. Saltitude Beach Resort, one of the newest resorts here in Mabini, Batangas. They also offer diving lesson. To be honest, this is one of the best resorts here in Mabini, Batangas. But for now, Saltitude Beach Resort is temporarily closed. Escala Tagaytay. Escala Tagaytay is one of the best hotels in Tagaytay that I visited so far. They have luxury rooms and also you can see the Taal volcano in front of the restaurant. And they have delicious food. Escala Tagaytay is finally open. You can visit there anytime and try the famous cheese bread. We have all felt the devastating effects of coronavirus pandemic or COVID-19 on our families, communities, and most especially in tourism industry. COVID-19 is a defining global health crisis for our time and the greatest challenge we have faced today. Everyday people are losing their jobs because many resorts, hotels, and beaches were closed during ECQ. They are temporarily stopped offering services, and most especially, travel and tourism is the most affected. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the closing of airports and hotels as well as the restrictions on mass gatherings and travel and related services. That's all. Keep safe and thank you. Bye guys.
The tourism economy has been heavily hit with the COVID-19 pandemic and measures introduced to contain its spread. One of those measures is physical distancing. Physical distancing reducing interactions between individuals in order to slow down the spread of virus has become the new norm. This means we keep a distance at least 1 meter from each other and avoid spending time in crowded places or in groups. As tourists drop travel plans on the back of physical distancing requirements, it has been greatly affected the tourism industry. It resulted to the closing of borders, airports, and hotels. Despite of the as well as restrictions on mass gatherings and the situation we're in, land travel and related services across the world and strategic put around millions of jobs. It will help us to survive while we are in this pandemic. No one knows when it will end, so we must always follow the measures, especially the physical distancing. Protect yourself and others. Looking ahead, the measures put in place today will shape the tourism of tomorrow.
We all know that the travel industry has been one of the most heavily affected during the COVID-19 pandemic. In a matter of a few months, it's quickly led to industrial-wide service suspension by various airlines in response to global lockdown orders to reduce the demand and effort to curb the spread. As a result, it's a devastated world economy, especially to those who rely on tourism and travel. Now, all the travel are almost cancelled and it's super difficult to book a flight. Nowadays, the number of the people traveling around the world has been decreasing and it has a big impact in our tourism. Why I said so? Tourists contribute to sale, profit, job, tax revenue, and income. If we lost our traveler and tourism, there is so much loss in a country, especially in tourism.